52 Mindset means having a hustler's ambition and ambition of a rider. Shit, I hope that gives the lines depth. Yeah.
What a noise at? What an energy at?
I don't know. Them niggas is drunk.
They tired of the drunk. There we go.
Who that?
Wait.
Hey.
We gotta do that one more time. Yes. You know.
Shout out somebody. Shout out the crew.
Yes. Yo, you already know what it is. This is 52 Mindset. I'm your boy Hollywood Deuce, aka Two Fingers. There we go. He's here.
40 for the block with the Corona still. Oh wait, more importantly. Oh, Fireball.
Whew.
You just drinking that straight?
Jesus.
This nigga been on his Stone Cold Steve Austin shit.
That's my freshman year of college shit, that Fireball, yeah.
Oh shit, you hear that voice, Bob?
Facts.
I'm hearing shit.
Yeah, that's.
I heard that voice somewhere before.
He definitely wasn't black.
What? Oh shit. How you know? You'd be surprised.
Right?
If you right now the camera's not on him, people may
They
think
saw
he a
him when
brother.
he leaned over to pick up his drink. So
it's
his white hand.
That's right, they gave it away.
How you know you're not like albino or some shit?
Albino? That's crazy. We need an albino guest. that'll really
You're out of
set
luck
us
with
up
you're out of
right
luck
there.
with me if you need that albino shit.
No, my
So the gentleman to our left is my man's. If y'all haven't watched, I had recently did an interview on the Cypher Podcast on YouTube. The gentleman,
that's definitely a white hand.
yeah, it definitely
Yeah,
was.
my fault.
He, I went to his studio, and we had a great conversation, discussed the music, discussed the podcast, all that stuff.
Absolutely.
And, really cool dude. My man's from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So you already know he with the shits.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Hey, we need to make some noise for Detroit up in this bitch.
Make some noise
right?
for Detroit in this.
Come on, make
bitch.
some noise for Detroit up in this bitch.
Shout out to my man,
Coming right
Michael
in,
from
man.
the
Let's
Cypher
go.
Podcast.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Make some noise for Detroit in this month. There you
Thank
go.
you.
I like
Come
that
on,
energy,
man.
man. Make some
Detroit.
motherfucking
Well, you know, T-Bubble's got the whole, intro, whatever. Everyone going crazy for. I ain't got tits ass, but I got some other shit to offer you.
You heard that hot
Got to
shit.
get up. We talking
That's
crazy
the
in this
fuck I'm
bitch.
talking about.
We with Block, we with Deuce, and I got
Yo.
the drink, and I'm here.
What you sipping on?
I'm sipping on whatever Block gave me. Hopefully,
That's the deuce right
That's the
there.
deuce, man.
Yeah,
Feel me?
that's right.
Deuce say.
Yo, you nigga, you said you ain't. I called you. See, I said nigga. I feel bad.
That's all right.
You know what I mean? I'm still gonna say the nick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nigga, you know what I mean? No disrespect.
Well, you don't know where I went to school. I actually went to school in the inner city.
There you go. So what
Yeah.
the hell is a boy from Detroit doing over here in New York?
Well, because I want to start a hip hop brand. I wanted to meet rappers, and not that Detroit doesn't have that. They do. They got a great rap scene, but this is where hip hop started. This is where I feel like if I was gonna grow, then I'm gonna grow it here and then bring it back to Detroit at some point. So I
respect that.
gotta get it here and then bring it back.
So you come to New York, steal our shit, and go back home?
Pretty much. But I'll take a few of you with me.
I respect it. And that's
Yeah.
what the fuck I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
love.
Thank you for even being here, man. First,
I appreciate you guys for having me. I've been looking forward to doing this. I don't get the chance to do so many interviews on this side of the mic because I'm always the one, preparing for my own shit.
Oh, so how does that feel? Because I was just recently interviewed too, and I have my own personal opinion about that. But
Well, it's different. Being on this side, it's kind of weird. You're walking in, you're like, what are they going to ask me? All this shit. You got to kind of like prepare yourself for your own story, which is always weird. It's weird talking about yourself. It's weird telling your own story,
you don't like telling your.
Not that I don't like telling it. I always feel like, you know what I mean? I don't hang around people that do some of the entrepreneurship stuff so much. So I always feel like I'm, you know what I mean? Like I'm bragging or whatever. It's not anything ever like that. I just there's things that I want to do and my friends have things they want to do and I'm just in a little bit of a different arena. So it always feels weird talking about that, Because I'm talking about my friends like, "Oh, they can't make the party tonight. What are you doing?" Well, I'm headed to Brooklyn to, I'm getting interviewed tonight. They're like, "Oh, you're getting interviewed tonight." It's like, the fuck?
Shut up, hater.
Yeah.
Get in
But
it,
I'm out here.
dummy.
Fuck
Do
you.
something.
Right. So it's kind of weird like that, but like preparing for an interview, it's easy when you interview like someone who has a lot to talk about, or a lot of experience in hip hop, and you can kind of tell right off the bat in the first couple minutes whether it's going to be a good interview or not, because
I think this interview gonna be great. So the energy.
Spit an
is
easy
great
question.
because you
I have
said
a
you
feeling this shit's
motherfucking
gonna
from
turn
Detroit.
around. He's gonna ask us questions.
That's what's up.
well, it's all you can tell in the first 5 minutes if it's going to be good.
That's a
You know?
fact.
I want to know about your podcast, man, because
Yeah.
Block told me he was joining the podcast to talk about him. I said, who the fuck want Block on there besides 52 Mindset? No disrespect.
I want people that can rap. That's all I want.
Fuck.
You
No
know?
disrespect, Block. You my favorite rapper.
Yeah, I want people that can rap. I want people that can rap and talk about hip hop. Because I think, hip hop right now, not that it's, going in the wrong direction or the right direction or whatever, but just like I feel like it's a lot of the same. And so when I started Cypher, my whole thing was like, all right, how can I bring people that are being original to the forefront of this? And, you know, that's kind of what my goal is with everything. So I find rappers, it's the hardest part of what I'm doing right now is not only like making the creative assets and trying to market this on social media, which I don't know shit about, but it's like, and I work with it or whatever, but like,
welcome to the club.
Yeah, exactly. But like, you need to have someone that knows, you know, the back and forths of the algorithm. And each platform is different, right? So you're putting different shit on Facebook than you're putting on TikTok than you're putting on Instagram because you're catering to different audiences, and the platforms are built for different reasons. So you got to keep that in mind. But it's also like when I'm making my podcast, I just want rappers that are being original, that have something to offer. You know what I mean? That aren't talking about the same shit kind of that everyone else is talking about. Like it's life's too short to try to pretend to be someone else. Just be your own person, but also like, you know, rap about it and make it rhyme well.
Absolutely.
Toma.
Toma? You
Take
fucking
that,
pit
nigga.
bull, motherfucker? Well, when did you start your podcast, bro?
So the podcast has been something I've been working on for years, actually. When I was in college, I revitalized a marketing company that was on campus. We got a loan from the college, and they said, go start it. It was crazy, actually.
Okay.
We took one of the biggest pieces of business away from the college marketing department, and they chose our company over the college marketing department. So that was kind of fun because I had a couple of friends work as interns there, and they were like, what are you doing? And I'm like, we're better than you. We're taking your business. We're taking your business.
Now
yo.
you say Toma, right?
Right.
That's a Toma?
And
Toma.
so,
There you go.
you know, you got to let the ego creep in a little bit every now and then, right? You work hard for it,
ain't
right?
nothing
But
wrong
like,
with
Facts.
Hollywood.
you know, at some point, like, I realized that, like, you know, like owning a marketing company, whatever, wasn't really what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to be in the thick of it with artists. I wanted to help artists. My favorite thing is how can I take an artist's vision and help tell a story by that? You know what I mean? So when Block came in,
I was just going to ask you, like, how do you go about picking your artist who you want to interview?
Absolutely. So like when Block came in, you know, he actually reached out to me. Through Mandela.
Loser.
Yeah. Well,
What the fuck is wrong with you today, my nigga?
hey man.
That's my brother. I love
Hey,
my
listen,
brother. I love
listen.
my brother.
Hey,
He's my favorite art.
It's crazy, yo, because you take he
This nigga needs some
my meds
Ritalin. Calm
Block the one
fuck
that
down.
got me here.
I love that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah, nigga, I brought you 2 interviews today.
That's what I'm.
Yeah, fuck you. Nah, don't do that shit.
Nah.
Fuck out of here. Go ahead.
But no, so when I start doing it, I actually don't prepare that much, to be honest. I find their music and I listen to it on repeat for a couple days. I try to get a feel for it.
Yo, real quick, shout out to you because I had like 100+ view streams on fucking Apple Music.
Yeah, a lot of those
There you
probably
go.
mine.
There you go.
So I listen to the music religiously for a couple days, right?
I respect
And
that.
yeah, and then I Google you. I look at your Instagram. I look at your
Hollywood.
social medias. I come up with a few questions. If I find an article about you, I'll look at that. I'll look at a past interview, and then I come up with my own story for you. And my job as an interviewer my only job is how can I make this person interesting. And kind of from my audience, but mostly from myself because I'm the one doing the fucking interview. So I have to be the one to be interested. And if I'm interested, that energy will radiate through the content and people will get interested in it.
Toma.
Pow.
How the room went silent, man. What mic can I drop? What the hell, yo?
Nah, you had them. You had them. You had them, Detroit. You had them, Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm speaking to a whole bunch
Hey,
of
that probably helps my case a lot, though. Everybody in this room is gone, so I can say whatever I want, and everybody be like,
in the motherfucker.
Nah, I'm
"This
sober.
man a genius."
I'm still sober, sir. But so like, okay, so when you started your podcast,
Yeah.
like how was it in terms of like finding the artists?
It's tough because you know why? There's so many wannabe rappers out there, and they all got an Instagram. You know what I mean? And so I reach out to some of these guys, and it's like, oh, what's your music? And they send me some random ass YouTube link, and I'm like, nah, you gotta have music on Spotify. You gotta have Apple Music. You gotta have some type of business.
You gotta have
You
credentials.
gotta have it. I will not talk to you if you send me a YouTube link. So don't send me a YouTube link.
I respect
You
that.
know, you gotta have a right. You gotta have a business with it. You know why? Because half of my shit is talking about the business. Me and Block talked about that. You know, we talked about learning the ins and outs of the entrepreneurship of the music industry as you kind of work your way through it. Because you have to know, or else you're gonna get screwed as an artist. So my whole thing is like, if you got a platform, if you got a base, if you got a foundation, then all right, we'll talk, and then I'll listen to your music, and if I vibe with it, if I feel it, then that's good. And then you know, from there, it's all on you. If you want to come in and do an interview, I will give you an hour and I'll give you a platform, and you know, I'll bring you in and it'll be a good conversation. So you know, that's kind of how I find people, but like, you got to have part of it. And I'm a small platform, right? I have like 100 and something followers. I'm not afraid to admit that.
That's
but like,
good enough,
I also know enough about hip hop and enough about the business to talk about it. So if you can't keep up, it's not a good interview for me.
You heard that? You heard that, nigga?
So you got to know a little bit about yourself. Like you got to have those swim lanes, you know. Because at some point, like I can talk to anybody, you know, you can interview anybody about anything, you know what I mean? But like at some point, like you got to bring it back to the brand. What's my brand? Originality and hip hop. Trying to be different in this shit. Trying to put people on, right? My hip hop influences. Well, I come from Detroit, so you guys are all gonna roll your eyes. But yeah, Eminem's a big one for me.
Hey, Slim Shady.
Big one for me. Yeah, this man over here is, you know what I mean, taking half my answers for me, but it is good. You know, I really fuck with Benny the Butcher lately. He's in my top 5.
Okay.
You know, I fuck with Bobby Sessions lately. He's pretty fucking good. I like NF, you know, Travis Scott, but like the whole fucking thing about Astro World kind of got me fucked up. So like, I'm different. You know, my opinion about him is kind of rocky right now. I always like Jay-Z, obviously, you know, you got to go back to the legends, right? KRS-One, Nas, all those guys as well. Rakim, all those, like.
You see how he did his history. How old are you, real quick?
I'm 25.
Look at that. 25 years old and he knows his numbers. He knows his name.
Wait, our intern is, how old are you?
Yeah, for the.
I'm not your fucking intern.
Oh, my God.
He said, no way. He said, my interview next. We're not talking about this.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I actually looked, I was like, wait.
Right.
Nah, that's what's up, 25.
But like, it's like, that's my thing, right? Like, if you want to love hip hop, what I realize is you can't just listen to the new guys coming up, you know. And of course, there's Drake.
Pay honor to the
good.
oldies,
You have to know who came before these guys.
So you said you got
some of the old guys.
Give me your top 5 old.
Oh man, top 5 old. Ghostface Killer.
Oh.
In no particular order, right?
No
Ghostface Killer, Rakim, KRS-One, because I like the lyric rappers, right? I like the lyric rappers. I'd say Nas, yeah, lyric in your swimming pool, you know. But like, you know, I think what are those? That's 4. Who else do I go with? You got to go with Hove, and man, I'm in New York, so I'll go Biggie.
Don't mind. So my question, seeing how you are from Detroit and you love Eminem, how do you feel about Royce the 5'9"?
Royce the 5'9" was actually a better lyricist than Eminem was from 1995 until about 2003. And then Eminem put the Eminem show out and deaded that.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact.
But the thing about their whole relationship was, you know, they came up together, right? M got the big break. You know, he met with Dre, he did the Rap Olympics and all that stuff, and part of that was just luck. He was in the right place at the right time, and the right guy grabbed his demo, you know?
Facts.
That's how it happened.
Right? Royce had a little bit of a more, what's the word, like, you know, more common path, right? He really let it grind out. He's rapping for, you know, 25 years, Royce has, you know, maybe even longer than that, and I respect Royce. He's actually probably my second favorite MC from Detroit. You know, I just went like down the ringer with all of Royce's shit a few months ago and listened to pretty much everything he has. But I love Royce in a lot of ways. Some of his earlier stuff is more complex and more lyrical than Eminem was at the time. So it's kind of crazy. People don't always know that. You know, they think they discovered Royce off the Bad Meets Evil tape from
2016.
That's what you.
I was gonna say 2012 or 20.
Oh, Bad Meets Evil.
Yeah, Bad Meets Evil. The first one was 1999 off Slim Shady LP, but the one I'm talking about is like 2010. So you know,
shit, yes he does. That's fucking awesome.
You know, people thought that he became big from that. No, Royce has been rapping and, you know, since the 90s, man. This shit is crazy. Yeah. I actually just talked to a rapper last week, Unlearn the World, some guy from the Bay. And he said he spent 2 years in Detroit, and there was this studio that he always used to go to in some mall in Detroit that Royce used to use, and it was in a back room. And he said that he would go in the studio after Royce, and Royce would leave his lyric sheets all on the wall, and he would see Royce's rhymes written out, and he would study them to try to learn how to become a lyricist like him. It was crazy. He didn't remember the name of the mall, but I just thought that was kind of funny.
This nigga dead ass stole all that shit, rewrote it.
They said, boom,
Started a new track, you know what I mean?
Toma.
So that's disrespectful.
Hip hop head, right? So boom, check this. How you feel about Joe Budden? Because some people love Joe
we
Budden.
had this conversation.
I know. I want to know how you think. Because some people, when they say Joe Budden's, what's the first thing you think when you say Joe Budden's? Go ahead.
Pump it up, yeah.
Motherfucking pump it up. No.
Pump it
How you feel?
Pump it
How
up.
you feel? Because some people may say,
Look, Pump It Up is actually his worst song, and Block will tell you that.
He knows that. He agrees to that. He hates that song.
Mood Music 4 is the one that he told me to listen to, and I listened to it. I like that one. I like, there's a couple other ones that I like. Look, the thing about Joe Budden is that his music is in the background of all the crazy shit that he talks, because hip hop is, you know what I mean? Like teenagers, 24, 25-year-olds who don't know that music you know what I mean, who don't go and listen to it. They only hear the Slaughterhouse shit, and he gets cut from half of that because how are you gonna? Joe Budden cannot compete lyrically with Joel Ortiz and Crooked Eye and Royce. He's just not on the same level.
Not at all.
He's just not on the same level.
We're not doing that. We'll talk about that.
I know that much.
Off the camera.
He lives in that shadow block, and
there is no shadow. He is the sun, my nigga. He creates the shadow. The fuck you mean?
Talk your shit. You
know fuck that.
You just said he knows more than you.
Over, nigga. We done.
He just said you know more than you. Go ahead.
So
when it comes to Joey, listen. I'm not listening.
When it comes to Joey, when it comes to Joey,
no bias, nigga. It's a fact.
Yo, for real, go ahead, bro. Teach him.
Hold on, no, we all here.
That's why it's Detroit versus everybody, nigga.
But what I can respect about Joe is that like the music that people don't hear as much is good, you know, and he does have shit to say, and he talks about some of. There's a song that he put out recently called Slaughterhouse. That was his open letter to the whole shady thing. Yeah, exactly, and that was a great song. You know, he's got some other ones that are good too. You know, I can't think of all of them off the top of my head, but that Pump It Up song that everybody loves is his worst song, and Joe Budden will tell you that.
Yes,
that shit was
we
great.
Talked about this. That was forced. We talked about this with Big Sean.
Great.
He did the forced song. Everybody does that.
That song was great.
You like dancing?
Yes. Yeah. Once you hear that.
I ain't about that, yo. What about to doing this? Podcast. But it's crazy.
What I'm saying.
That's right.
So, what I like to. So, Pump It Up clearly was like it's a commercial song, right?
Yeah, but
do you have a preference, and like for your interviews, do you have a preference of artists based off of their type of music?
Ooh, that's really good. I like lyrical MCs. For me, hip hop is competitive, you know, and so coming from Detroit, a lot of the times, you know, there's a big battle influence on that, and of course that comes from the Eminem and the 8 Mile and all that shit. But even before that, battle rap was really how Detroit kind of became a bit of a hip hop center, you know. So for me, a lot of that is lyrical. So I really pay attention to the lyrical aspect of it, and of course, listening to Eminem a lot as a kid, you learn to appreciate the technicality of lyricism. So I'm really a lyrical rapper, but at the same time, I get down with a lot of those guys that aren't so lyrical. You know what I mean? Just because they make music that can rock the club. That's a whole different type of hip hop, you know?
So who do you fuck with that rocks the club? If you want to, you throw in your motherfucking...
What is it? Wait, hold on. What is he throwing on? Yeah.
I'm asking.
Yeah. Who rocks the club?
You get ready. You want to get pumped up. You going out for a night. You know.
Future probably is my favorite one. But not that Future's not even lyrical. It's just Future's. You know, Future's all trap. You know. So I vibe with Future a lot. I think he's probably my guy if I was gonna put something on, you know. But also, you know, don't forget Future kind of created his own lane for this stuff. A lot of people swim in his wake.
Yep.
So you know, you got to give Future his respect.
Absolutely.
You know, you can't knock him as much, you know, mumble or not. I don't know if that's probably his term, but a lot of people swim in his wake.
How you feel about my son Ye and what he going through right now, and musically too? How you feel about that Donda album?
I Want Donda 2, which was produced by Future. 222. There's no way it comes out on time, but yeah.
You don't think so?
I want no. It's gonna come late. It's gonna come late. It's gonna come late. It's gonna come late. But I want the second one. I like Donda. The thing about it was I thought it was so hyped, and I didn't think it lived up to it. You know, personally. Not that it. Did you like Donda?
I loved it.
You loved it?
Yes, sir.
Favorite song?
Jesus.
What?
Lord. It's called Jesus.
I like Jonah.
Right?
That was a good
Jonah.
one. I like Jonah.
I like Jail.
Jail was good.
Jail was my shit.
Praise God, right? That was another good one. That was
God,
Travis, right? Yeah, that was another good one.
Shout out to all of them.
Yeah. So
choir music.
Donda was not a bad album.
Yeah.
Musically, it was better than, you know, Drake's whole thing. But like at the same time, I want Donda 2. I was expecting something a little bit different, and I have no expectations for Donda 2. So that hopefully that helps me out.
I'm excited.
Well, Donda 2 is definitely the songs that made the original album. Donda, the first one, was just the extras.
I want to see what Khaled does.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. DJ Khaled is someone that I have a lot of mixed opinions on because I can't stand him running around Instagram. We the best.
He the best.
Shots fired.
But the thing is
he
that
the best.
but you know he did do the whole
lying.
he's not lying,
He's
but
one
like
of the best.
You just said sometimes your ego gotta poke out, bro.
Sometimes the ego gotta poke out.
We the best.
This man is taking videos of himself getting back massages and putting them on
and
Instagram.
Guess what? Yes, we the best. Yes.
Wait till you see.
Maybe I'm talking crazy now, but like that's just where I'm coming from, you know.
I hear you.
Yeah. But he is rolling around in Maybachs with Ye. I mean, that's not a bad place to be, I guess.
It's a look. It's a look. It's a number.
The thing about Cal that I respect is, you know, he really, you know, very few producers can get Nas and Jay-Z on a song together today, you know? So that was a big thing when he did that on his last album. I think he has a lot to offer hip-hop. He's good at combining styles.
That song was mediocre to me, though.
Yeah, but he's still got him in the same beat. And at the same time, it's also like he's good at combining styles. He's got an ear for this rapper will sound good with this rapper. They've never done a song together, but they have the kind of chemistry that'll make it work. So you gotta respect him for that. In that regard, he is the best. He's the best at sonically taking styles and putting them together.
He's stupid.
Yeah.
How you feel about battle rappers, man? You ever touch that world?
You know,
Pause. Just in case anybody heard it and I didn't hear it, I said it first.
He said that world.
Right.
Thank you.
You know, I do actually. My favorite battle rap is King of the Dot. They're out of Canada.
Yes.
They do a lot of work.
Over URL? Sorry, I know my podcast.
Absolutely over URL. King of the Dot is good because they take the best rappers in North America. You know, it's not just United States, it's not Canada. One of my favorite battle rappers is probably or Mexico. One of my favorite battle rappers is Roan. I really like him. I like Sharon. He's good too.
Oh, Sharon, that's the white boy. That boy good.
Yeah, that guy can really tear you apart. So I do follow the battle rap. I like it because that's the, you know, and you can tell the best battle rappers because a lot of times they have, you know, lines in their head or whatever. But if they can take pieces out of the last guy's verse and put it in their own, that's how you know they're real.
Yes,
yeah.
Facts.
Block,
that's how it goes.
You don't battle rap, Block? You never
I did actually when I first started. I was battle rapping.
Yeah.
I refused to do that though.
You know what's crazy? When I was in high school, I battle rapped a little bit. I really wanted to be an artist, but then I realized that it just
Hold on.
Wait a minute. You should have never said that.
But it just wasn't for me, yo.
Yo, what happened last time we went out and you wanted me to battle some nigga in the bar?
Wait.
How'd that go?
What did I tell that nigga? What did I tell him? It's like, this is beyond rap, nigga. I'ma fuck him up. It's different.
Right.
You said you wanted to be an artist.
I really, probably for like, I was an artist probably for like 8 years. I wrote, and I still write all the time, and like I still freestyle and stuff. But like, you know,
what's your artist? What's your name? What was your name?
My name was just my last name, Ryber, and the reason I kept it like that is because you know, when Kendrick Lamar was asked about his rap name, he said the realest I can be is myself. So I just kept it my name. So I did the same thing, but I just cut out my first name and just called it Ryber to have the one word or whatever. But I wrote religiously. I was writing pages of lyrics every day in fucking math class and shit. And I had a studio set up in my basement. You know, I took the bed sheet and just draped it over and really got grimy with it.
What's your best bar ever?
What's your go-to line?
What's your best bar ever right now? If you knew right now, what's your best bar?
I'll puke, eat it, and freak you. Battle, I'm too weeded to speak to. The only key that I see to defeat you would be for me to remove these two Adidas and beat you.
Huh?
Shit.
Okay.
What else you want?
What you got, Block?
Don't do that.
And I'm low-key, I'm wearing...
Don't do that.
Also, I'm wearing Adidas tonight. So that's not even cap. That's not even cap.
That's not even cap.
I'll puke, eat it, and freak you. Battle, I'm too weeded to speak to. The only key that I see to defeat you would be for me to remove these two Adidas and beat you.
Huh?
I'll puke, eat it, and freak you. Battle, I'm too weedy to speak to. The only key that I see to defeat you would be for me to remove these two Adidas and beat you and force feed you in both. And on each feet is a cleat shoe.
Bars.
Yeah, yo.
Take these two Adidas and beat you.
And force feed you in both. On each feet is a cleat shoe.
Okay, do me a favor. Don't look at me when you do these bars, though. Okay? Don't look at me. Don't look at nah. Don't. All right, nigga, y'all gonna get me. Don't do it. No, we're not doing that. Fifty2 Mindset means having a hustler's ambition and ambition of a rider. Shit, I hope that gets the line step.